In the last episode, we turned the strongest Jujutsu Sorcerers into the Gotei 13, wherein we drew the captains and lieutenants of the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd division. Who do you think will be the captains and lieutenants this time? Can you guess these characters' positions in the Gotei 13? But before we continue, this video contains spoilers, so I advise you to watch at your own risk. So strap in, let's grab our pencil, and let's draw, even if we are. Starting where we left off, the captain of the 4th division and the one in charge with the medical assistance and supply. Although we know little about this person, whether she have the capability to fight in battle, what we surely know is her expertise as a doctor. Thus, there's no other person perfect for the role of the 4th division captain other than Shoko Yeri. Actually, she's the obvious choice, right? Also, as for her being a classmate of Gojo and Geto, we could safely say that she's probably much stronger than we expected. Who knows, she might be a badass character like Unohana behind her gentle facade. But since the Jujutsu Kaisen manga had already wrapped up and I can't find much information on her online or what happened to her at the end of the series, I do think that's pretty much about her. I just wish we could see more of her in the series though. Her Shinigami design is as simple as it is. I only integrate her blue sleeves and added an accessory at the tip of her hair to at least make her fit in the Shinigami aesthetics. If you've noticed, I did not give her a katana, or so it seems. I'm thinking she's hiding it under her white haori for her preference. Never mind, I'm actually just making an excuse not to draw a katana. I had to admit, while I was planning on what role I should place these characters in the Gotei 13, Kasumi is one of those characters that gave me a hard time. I mean, from what I know, the only person she's had close relationship with is Kokichi Muta. And I think neither of them should be captains, and so I just put her in the lieutenant position of the 1st division. Although she have no any medical knowledge, of course, as what the anime shown to us, her appearance and personality is somewhat fitting for her role in the division. Let's be real, she was defeated by Maki Zenen quite easily during the Kyoto Goodwill event, so based on her strength and skill, I think it would be better off if she's out there supporting the 4th division captain and patching up everyone. Sure thing, Maki Zenen is strong as hell and Kasumi will definitely beat normal courses here and there and she might have a potential to surpass some of the characters, but for now, based from what I saw, I'll be putting her in the medical sector rather than in the battlefield. For the 5th division, I specifically chose Suguru Geto as the captain based on the reason of Aizen. Aizen was the former captain of the 5th division, thus I put Geto in here as both of them are traitors, so traitors should be in the same division, right? I mean, it doesn't really make any sense. Don't judge me here, okay? But imagine, just imagine, what if Suguru Geto is a Keido expert? I don't really know much about Kido, but all I know is it's basically magic with spells and incantations and everything. And because of Geto's expertise in this field and his Zanpakuto's ability, shall we say consuming hollows, he somehow got sick of consuming them and protecting the human world that he turned cray-cray and finds a way to just end humanity all at once with his Kido expertise. I'm really just mumbling here, but you'll get my point. Anyways, I really love how Shinigami's look turned out. He got some really chill but dark vibes here and you can really feel he'll get crazy at any moment. I did not incorporate his notorious Buddhist robe in his Shinigami outfit, but I did integrate it in his waist. I also gave him a red prayer beads as a necklace as a final touch. I also love to imagine Geto have this short-sealed Zanpakuto like Jin Ichimaro. I don't really know much about Utahime Iori other than for only two things. First, she's friends with the past students such as the likes of Gojo, Nanami, Shoko, and of course, Suguru Geto, and so I think it would be apparent to put her alongside the division with any of these characters. Second, I made her the lieutenant of the first division due to her curse technique, which temporarily amplifies someone's cursed energy. Since the 5th Division's main responsibilities is for all the magical workings within the Soul Society, she could help strengthen the barriers and perform better and effective sealing activities of the division. Coming up for her Shinigami design is a little bit tricky. Since she's already wearing a kimono in her original look, I had to be creative in integrating a bit of it for her new look. And thus, I came up for a simple but unique design for Iori's Shinigami's clothing. With the standard Shinigami clothing, I just added a red clothing wrapped on her abdomen, resembling as an oni with a touch of red rose. I also added a white accessory at the back of her hair instead of ribbons. And I present to you the Lieutenant of the 5th Division. Choosing Yoshinobu being the 6th Division captain is a no-brainer. The 6th Division handles internal affairs, including monitoring, apprehending, and detaining Shinigamis that breaks the laws in the Soul Society. Knowing this, Yoshinobu is actually the perfect fit. He's the principal of the Kyoto Jujutsu High and a member of the Jutsu higher-ups who once gave an order to eliminate Yuji. Yikes! I originally never really planned in including him here in this list as this guy is kinda forgettable in my opinion, but as soon as I've realized he's one of the most strongest characters there is and the fact that he's actually the obvious choice for this role, then I had to count him in. His Shinigami design is actually pretty simple and I never break a sweat while analyzing the details. And behold, the captain of the 6th Division, Genryusai Yamamoto from Temu. Sorry, I can't help it. And for the 6th Division Lieutenant, we have Noritoshi Kamo. From what I've seen, both Yoshinobu and Kamo doesn't really have a strong bond together, but the fact that they belong in the same school made me choose him as Yoshinobu's lieutenant. I would really love to see Kamo's blood manipulation curse technique being envisioned in the Bleach universe. It may be similar to Unohana's Zanbakuto's ability, but a little bit of a twist to it. Anyways, if you wanted me to draw their Shikai and Bankai in action, just join a specific tier in Patreon and message me up there so we could include that topic on our monthly polls. There's nothing much to change for his Shinigami appearance in my opinion here, as his whole current clothing style is almost perfect in Bleach art style. By just making him wear a Shinigami uniform and transforming his white clothing underneath similar to his original clothing, we were able to achieve a seamless Shinigami attire. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to get a copy of this drawing, you can check out the link in the description below. Special thank you to my patrons in Patreon. This video will not be possible without your support. To see more of my content and to show your support to the channel, you might want to consider becoming a member in Patreon. For as little as $2 a month, you can now vote for our upcoming video topics with our monthly polls. We also have some amazing perks such as access to my full resolution drawings, early access to my future videos, coloring pages, digital drawings. You'll also have a chance to request your own character and get featured in my videos. You can also read my silly weekly dump comics consisting of your favorite anime characters for you to enjoy, and so much more. Another way to support the channel is to purchase some of my art prints in the imprint store. This includes some of my traditional drawings as well as the digital versions of my artworks. This is the Not So Good Artist, and remember, art is beautiful, life is wonderful.